Okay, everybody. So, patch 5 for Baldur's Gate 3 is online. It's about 30 gigs. It's going to take a while to download and install. So, while you're doing that, hopefully you can come check out the highlights. There's a lot of things that have changed in this, but the biggest thing for most people, if you've been stuck in Chapter 3 with companions not following you, NPCs not doing anything, or NPCs constantly thinking you've committed crimes and they just won't let you go, that has been fixed per the patch notes. And I can also say for myself personally, I went in today to my save that was just stuck in that loop and everything's working flawlessly. So I'm happy that that's been fixed. They added in an epilogue, which I think is one of the best things that they could have done too, because after you defeat the Netherbrain, it was just kind of like game over. Like, okay, great, you win. Well, what the hell does that mean? So it's going to be kind of nice to sort of see what your allies thought, see how everything unfolded. In their opinion. Now, for some of you, this is probably also a nice thing. Machines with low VRAM or RAM should see improved performance. This doesn't affect me. Game's now available in Korean. I don't speak Korean. I don't read Korean. But if you do, great for you. The more people that can play this game, the better. Other highlights, you can go through these. The ones that I'm going to pick out are, there's some stuff about Minthara that I'm honestly not a huge fan of. And the reason I'm not a fan of it is they make it to where if you knock out Minthara in Act 1, you can get her in Act 2. She's not going to be dead. This brings a problem for me that if I can find a way to play a good route and recruit Minthara, why can't I find a way to play an evil route and recruit the other 3 that are going to stick around when I destroy the Druid's Grove? So it just seems kind of odd. Like, yeah, okay, you all were sitting there bitching, why not Minthara? We can't get Minthara. Well, I can't get Karlach, Will, or Haslund. So fuck off with that shit. But besides that, I mean, I think the patch is actually going to be pretty good. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of different things that you can go through. Well, like I said, the biggest things that I could find that you're going to notice off the top is obviously like the epilogue. There was talking about, and I read there was going to be roughly like 1,000 lines of new dialogue. Now I don't know if that's coming in. If that came in this patch, I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen it more. I do know that there's going to be a party with Withers. It's actually really interesting to me. Let's see if it says anything actually specifically about Withers. I know you can do that. Let's see. Improved visuals, blah, blah, blah. Karlach, don't care. Withers Wardrobes of Wayward Friends now has a map icon. Added some animation flair. So yeah, Withers is just doing Withers things. I think he's actually one of the coolest characters. But that's where I'm going to leave it there. The biggest takeaways from this patch of anything really is the epilogue. You're going to have a lot more fun after you finish the game. And I think that this is how we're going to see expansions or other things come in Baldur's Gate in the future, is they're going to sort of drip feed us this kind of content. And I'm hoping that eventually maybe they come out with a full DLC. I know Larian Games isn't that huge on it, but it would be nice to actually, not with mods, but actually have official different characters, different more classes. I would really like the Withers characters if they could add more unique dialogue, make them more like individuals. That way, when you're like me and you only have Asterion, Lae'zel, and Shadowheart, that's all I fucking have with the Dark Urge. That's it. I couldn't get anybody else because in the first play I decided to go with the I decided to save the Grove only to do other terrible things, and yeah, so everybody ended up leaving anyway. Not a big deal. But it would be nice to be able to just pull in one of Withers' summon companions and just have some unique dialogue. They would also feel less like meat puppets, which I think would be pretty cool. But yeah, as far as I can tell, like I said, this is a pretty good patch. And it's working. I've played the game. Everything's working pretty flawlessly. So hopefully you have fun.